Ini's life was one shadowed by fear and hope. Her mother-in-law, Madame Ocon, had always disliked her, branding her as a bringer of misfortune. Despite this, Ini's husband, Ekanem, stood by her side, marrying her against his mother's vehement objections. When Ini became pregnant, her anxiety grew with each passing day. Her protruding belly seemed larger than usual, stirring up memories of her late mother who had died giving birth to twins who also did not survive. As Ini's due date approached, her dread intensified. The thought of giving birth to twins and potentially facing the same fate as her mother haunted her. When labor finally began, it was a difficult and painful ordeal. Hours passed in agony until at last two beautiful, innocent babies were born. They were twins, just as Inni had feared. Holding her newborns, tears streamed down Inni's face. She saw their fragile beauty and felt the immense love only a mother could. But her heart was heavy with fear. Outside the hut, she could hear the hisses and murmurs of her in-laws, their indignation clear. The twins must die. The village's barbaric tradition dictated that twins must be killed to ward off evil spirits. The elders soon arrived, and Inni's heart sank as they declared the babies must be taken to the evil forest. Powerless to resist, Inni followed them, weeping, her babies held tightly in her arms. The path to the forest seemed endless, each step a stab to her heart. As they approached the dark woods, the air grew tense and Inni's despair deepened. Suddenly, the group was intercepted by a group of white foreigners guarded by soldiers. Their head was a woman with fairy red hair and piercing blue eyes, Mary Slessor. Known in the region for her bravery and compassion, Mary stepped forward, her presence commanding attention and respect. "Stop!" Mary's voice rang out. "These children are not cursed. They are a blessing from God. Return them to their mother. No harm must come to them." The villagers, taken aback by her authority and the presence of armed soldiers, hesitated. Mary continued, addressing the chief directly. "Chief Udo, this practice must end. These children deserve to live, and their mother deserves peace." The chief, caught between tradition and the formidable presence of Mary Slessor, finally relented. "If these children bring misfortune, it will be on your head, Mary Slessor." Mary nodded resolutely. "I accept that responsibility." With tears of gratitude streaming down her face, Inni received her babies back into her arms. The soldiers and Mary escorted her back to the village, ensuring no harm would come to her or her twins. The villagers, watching the scene unfold, were filled with a mixture of awe and respect. It was the first time seeing a woman stand up so strong and tall, not just against tyrannical men, but against long-aged barbaric tradition and custom. Back in the village square, Mary addressed the gathered crowd. "This tradition of killing twins must end. It is not the will of God. These children are a part of your future, not a curse." The crowd murmured in agreement, and a new sense of hope and justice filled the air. Inni, holding her babies close, felt a wave of relief and joy wash over her. She looked at Mary, her heart brimming with gratitude. "Thank you," she whispered. Mary smiled. You are not alone in it. Your children will grow up safe and loved. As the sun set over Ofot, a new chapter began for the village. Amy, her husband Ekanem, and their twins returned home, their future brighter and filled with hope. Mary Slessor's courage and compassion had changed their lives forever, bringing an end to a barbaric tradition and opening the door to a new era of understanding and humanity.